हाँ सृष्टि, आवाज जा रहा? सृष्टि प्रिया?
Yes, sir.
Okay, okay. Just wait. Some of the candidates enter into this class. तो आज हम लोग जो है जो भी पढ़ेंगे वो क्या है, ड्यूअल नेचर ऑफ लाइट। ये सब तुम लोग पढ़िए क्या? मनोज सर पढ़ाए हैं ड्यूअल नेचर ऑफ लाइट, मैटर वेव्स। दृष्टि
अभी वेव्स तो चल रहा है।
जोर से बोलो।
पर अभी वेव फंक्शन चल रहा है।
ओके ओके ओके। तो हमको लग रहा बता देना, तो डेविएशन गार्मर एक्सपेरिमेंट, ये जीपी थॉमसन एक्सपेरिमेंट, नहीं नहीं बताए हैं।
Yes, sir.
डेविएशन गार्मर एक्सपेरिमेंट, जीपी थॉमसन एक्सपेरिमेंट।
Sir, Davison German experiment.
डेविएशन, हाँ डेविएशन गार्मर एक्सपेरिमेंट, हाँ
हाँ, वो करवाए हैं।
वो करवाए। तो हमको लग रहा है ये होना चाहिए ड्यूअल नेचर। फिर से हम एक बार रिपीट कर रहे हैं ये वाला चीज को, ठीक है? और हमारे पास नोट्स है, शायद वो नोट्स नहीं दिए होंगे, तो हम नोट्स जो है अवेलेबल कर दे रहे हैं तुम लोगों को। तुम लोग एलएमएस पोर्टल से आज डाउनलोड कर लेना, ठीक है? ड्यूअल नेचर ऑफ लाइट, मैटर वेव्स, डी ब्रॉगली वेव्स, इस तरह का। जस्ट ए मिनट, थोड़ा अटेंडेंस ले लेते हैं, रुको। जस्ट ए मिनट, हाँ वेट करो। तो सेव, हाँ अब हम स्क्रीन शेयर कर रहे हैं। हाँ जस्ट वेट करो, स्क्रीन शेयर कर रहे हैं। ये लगातार 2 पीरियड है ना? शेयर स्क्रीन, सेम लिंक में फिर ज्वाइन करना है। जस्ट वेट वेट वेट, देखो तो यू आर विजिबल, दिखाई दे रहा है?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
जस्ट वेट, मनीष कुमार, मनमोहन हंसदा, सबको इंटर करने दो पहले। विवेक कुमार नयन, शिशिर कुमार गुप्ता, प्रियंका कुमार, एक मिनट, प्रियंका सुभाषिनी विश्वकर्मा। चलो ठीक है, अब हम लोग स्टार्ट कर रहे हैं ना। तो नाउ लेट स्टार्ट। ड्यूअल नेचर ऑफ लाइट, ये नोट्स नहीं है, नोट्स कलेक्ट कर लोगे। आज हम अपलोड कर देंगे इसको उसमें एलएमएस में। तो यू हैव टू कलेक्ट दिस थिंग्स, ड्यूअल नेचर ऑफ लाइट। पूछेगा कि व्हाट डू यू मीन बाय ड्यूअल नेचर ऑफ लाइट, तो इसमें हम लोग को यही लाइन लिखना है जो लिखा हुआ द फिनोमिना। जस्ट मिनट, हाँ नीरज जी, हाँ हम क्लास ले रहे हैं, क्लास ले रहे हैं। हाँ हाँ, the phenomena of photoelectric effect, Compton effect, and emission and absorption of radiation can be described according to the quantum theory of light। और उसी में हम क्या बोल रहे हैं, in which the light is propagated in small packet और bundles of energy, इसको हम लोग h mu से बोल रहे हैं। तो ये जो bundles of energy है, these packets of energy are called photons और quanta। dual nature, what do you mean by बोलेगा photon, और what do you mean by quanta। तो हम लोगों को यही लाइन को लिखना है, when the light is propagated in small packets or bundles of energy h mu, is known as, these packets of energy are called photons or quanta. अब पूरा पार्ट को अगर हम लोग लिख देंगे तो ज्यादा अच्छा रहेगा. हम लोग फोटो इलेक्ट्रिक इफेक्ट बता दिया गया है, क्वांटम इफेक्ट भी बता चुके हैं, और इमिशन स्पेक्ट्रा और एब्जॉर्प्शन ऑफ रेडिएशन ये भी बताया गया है. याद करो, क्वांटम इफेक्ट, फोटो इलेक्ट्रिक इफेक्ट, इमिशन और एब्जॉर्प्शन ऑफ रेडिएशन ये बताया गया है क्वांटम थ्योरी का स्टार्टिंग फर्स्ट चैप्टर में, जिसमें लाइट जो है वो प्रोपागेट किसमें कर रहा है, स्मॉल पैकेट में. द लाइट इज प्रोपागेटेड इन स्मॉल पैकेट्स और बंडल्स ऑफ एनर्जी h mu, and these packets are called photons or quanta. इंटरनल एग्जाम में भी इस तरह का क्वेश्चन आ सकता है कि ये पार्ट दिया रहेगा, लाइट इज प्रोपागेटेड इन स्मॉल पैकेट्स, प्रोपागेटेड इन, फिल इन द ब्लैंक्स ऑफ एनर्जी, या स्मॉल पैकेट्स और बंडल्स ऑफ एनर्जी, दीज पैकेट्स आर कॉल्ड, फिल इन द ब्लैंक्स रहेगा. तो वहां लिखना फोटॉन्स और क्वांटा. ठीक है. नेक्स्ट, मैटर वेव्स. डी ब्रोगली एक साइंटिस्ट था. डी ब्रोगली अपना सजेशन दिया कि जैसे इलेक्ट्रॉन, प्रोटॉन, न्यूट्रॉन ये सब है, इलेक्ट्रॉन, प्रोटॉन, इसमें ड्यूअल नेचर रहेगा. ड्यूअल नेचर कैसे आगे आगे प्रूव होगा. इफ ए पार्टिकल which have any nature and it has wave properties associated with the moving particle, de Broglie proposed that wavelength lambda of any moving particle means particle has mass m and moving means it has velocity v, so the particle has momentum p. So de Broglie suggested that the wavelength of any particle which is moving with the velocity and mass of the particle, so the momentum of the particle can be given as, means wavelength of the particle can be given as lambda is equal to h by p. H by p means here lambda is equal to, h means Planck constant, p means momentum. So in place of this p I have written m into v, mass into velocity. Mass of m be the mass of the particle and v be the velocity of the particle. So here h be Planck constant, m be mass of particle, and the particle is moving with the velocity v. So here v is given here. So wavelength of the particle is equal to h by m into v. So the waves associated with the material are called matter waves here, or de Broglie waves. The matter associated with the waves are called matter waves or de Broglie waves. फिर से एक बार बोल रहे हैं. According to de Broglie, if a particle is moving and its nature has wave property, it means the wavelength, wave properties means wavelength. So de Broglie suggested that wavelength of the moving particle which has momentum is given as lambda is equal to h by p, where or lambda is equal to h divided by m into v. Here h be the Planck constant, m be the mass of the particle, v is the velocity of the particle. So the particle waves associated with the particle, material particle, are called matter waves or de Broglie waves. So we know that the momentum of the photon, momentum means p, momentum of the photon P is equal to h by lambda. Momentum of the photon P, photon means here photons. When the light is propagated in small packets or bundles of energy, these packets are called photons or quanta. So the momentum of the photon can be written as P is equal to, just a minute, here P is equal to h by lambda, because we know that lambda is equal to h by P. So according to this formula, we have write P, this momentum P is equal to h divided by this lambda, here this lambda. So here, just a minute, this part. So in place of this h, I have written here h, h divided by, in place of this P, we have write m into V, equation 1. So if a particle, a moving particle like an electron, suppose, or proton, as a standing wave system in the region of space occupied by the particle, a moving particle like electron or proton as a standing wave system in the region of space occupied by the particle, in that case psi be the quantity, here psi be the quantity undergoes periodic changes give rise to matter waves. So at any instant t, at point, suppose x, y and z point, psi can be written as psi is equal to psi naught sin omega t, and psi is equal to psi naught sin 2 pi. Here omega, in place of this omega we have write 2 pi mu into t, where mu, here mu be the frequency of the particle and psi naught is the amplitude of the wave at a point x, y and z. Here psi naught, I have taken here x, y, z point. So mu, this mu be the frequency of the particle and psi naught be the amplitude of the wave at the point x, y, z. Suppose the particle be moving, suppose the particle is moving, just a minute, with v velocity along this x-axis. Suppose here x-axis, a particle is moving with v, with velocity v in the direction of x-axis. So in that case we have write psi is equal to psi naught sin this 2 pi mu, this part. If the particle is moving with the velocity v along x-axis, so that this equation can be written as, we know that here t is equal to this part, ये t is equal to, हम लोग जानते हैं ना, t dash plus bx dash divided by c square divided by root under 1 minus b square by c square, theory of relativity से t पोजीशन हम लोग क्या निकाले theory of relativity में, x dash is equal to x minus bt divided by c square, इसी तरह आया था y dash is equal to y, z dash is equal to b z dash, and t dash is equal to this part, t dash plus dx dash divided by c square divided by root under 1 minus b square by c square. Here we have taken x dash because the particle moves with a velocity v along x-axis. So here psi is equal to psi naught sin 2 pi mu. In place of t, this part can be written here, means t dash plus dx dash divided by c square divided by root under 1 minus b square by c square. So according to just a minute, inverse Lorentz transformation of theory of relativity, we know that T is equal to this part, T is equal to T dash plus Vx dash divided by C square divided by root under 1 minus V square by C square. Equation 3. So the equation of wave motion means this part. The equation of wave motion, this part, can be written here. What psi is equal to psi naught sine, this psi naught sine 2 pi mu means 2 pi, mu means 1 by t, mu is equal to 1 by t, 1 by t dash into the value of t dash, this part, it can be written here t dash plus here x dash divided by this part can be written as u dash. Equation 4. In equation 4, here psi naught be the amplitude of the particle, t dash be the periodic time, and here u dash, there is a word u dash. U dash be the phase velocity of the wave in x axis only, because here we are taking x axis. So u dash be the phase velocity of the wave along x axis. Equation 4. Now in equation 2 and 4, here in equation 2, in the left side of equation 2, psi is given, and in equation 4, left side also psi is given here. So equating equation, just a minute, equating equation 2 and 4, ये u dash is equal to c square भी इक्वेट कर रहे हैं इसको, इक्वेटिंग इक्वेशन 2 and 4, ये पार्ट 2 and this 4, तो u dash is equal to, अब हम यहां पर बोल रहे हैं ये पार्ट आएगा c स्क्वायर बाई v स्क्वायर, सॉरी c स्क्वायर बाई v, रूट हट जाएगा, और यहां बोल रहे हैं 1 बाई टी डेज, 1 बाई टी डेज का जगह हम क्या बोलेंगे, म्यू, म्यू इक्वल टू 1 बाई टी, तो 1 बाई टी डेज इज इक्वल टू म्यू डेज। अब म्यू डेज इज इक्वल टू हम लोग लिख सकते हैं म्यू डिवाइडेड बाई थ्योरी ऑफ रिलेटिविटी को याद करना होगा पूरा, डिवाइडेड बाय रूट अंडर 1 माइनस v स्क्वायर बाई c स्क्वायर। नाउ दिस इज इक्वेशन 5, equation 5. Now according to we know that E is equal to h mu, or E is equal to m naught c square is equal to h mu. According to this Einstein's mass energy relation, हम लोग Einstein's mass energy relation E is equal to m naught c square ये प्रूव किए थे थ्योरी ऑफ रिलेटिविटी में, तो वही पार्ट को यहाँ पर लिख रहे हैं, E is equal to m naught c square is equal to h mu. So this mu is equal to m naught c square divided by this h. This is equation 6. Now on putting the value of equation, this equation 6 in 5, means here in equation 5 in this, in place of this mu, on putting the value of equation 6 in 5 means mu naught is equal to, in place of this mu we have write m naught c square divided by h divided by root under 1 minus v square by c square. Here this part can be written here. देखो यहाँ पर म्यू का वैल्यू को पुट किया गया, तो म्यू का m naught c square divided by h divided by root under 1 minus v square by c square is equal to, हम लोग को क्या मालूम है, when the electron is at rest condition, so in that case m is equal to m naught divided by root under 1 minus v square by c square, ये तो हम लोग पढ़े हैं थ्योरी ऑफ रिलेटिविटी में, m is equal to m naught divided by 1 minus v square by c root under 1 minus v square by c square. So in place of this m naught divided by a root under 1 minus v square by c square, we have write m into this c square divided by this h. So the wavelength of the particle lambda is equal to क्या बोलते हैं u by v. Wavelength of the particle, material particle, can be written as wavelength means lambda. Lambda is equal to u dash divided by, अब हम लोग यहाँ क्या बोले u by v नहीं बोलेंगे, यहाँ हम लोग u dash लिए हुए हैं तो u dash divided by v dash. तो lambda is equal to u का जगह यहाँ देखो हम लोग लिखे हैं u dash is equal to c square divided by v. तो put the value of u dash means c square divided by v divided by, सॉरी ये म्यू यहाँ म्यू होगा म्यू. तो म्यू का वैल्यू क्या है यहाँ एम सी स्क्वायर डिवाइडेड बाई एच, ये पार्ट आया. तो लैम्डा इज इक्वल टू सी स्क्वायर डिवाइडेड बाई वी इंटू एच बाई एम सी स्क्वायर. सो दिस सी स्क्वायर विल बी कैंसिल. तो लैम्डा इज इक्वल टू एच डिवाइडेड बाई एम इंटू वी. दिस इज द matter waves equation connected with the matter waves. डी ब्रॉगली का कहना है लैम्डा इज इक्वल टू मैटर वेव्स में क्या बोल रहे हैं कि अकॉर्डिंग टू द डी ब्रॉगली ए मूविंग पार्टिकल विच हैव some nature and it is associated with the waves property. So de Broglie suggested that the wavelength associated with any moving particle which has momentum p is given, then in that case lambda is equal to h by p. So lambda is equal to h divided by m into v, this part. So the waves associated with the particle are called matter waves or de Broglie waves. We know that momentum is equal to momentum of photon is equal to h by p. So here h by lambda. So इस यहाँ से इक्वेशन h by p से lambda is equal to h by p means p is equal to h by lambda, ये पार्ट आया. तो lambda is equal to h by h divided by m into v. p के जगह क्या होगा m into v. अब बोल रहे हैं कि अगर कोई पार्टिकल मान लेते हैं इलेक्ट्रॉन या प्रोटॉन स्टैंडिंग वेव कंडीशन में है और ये रीजन द रीजन ऑफ स्पेस ऑक्युपाइड by the particle, then psi be the quantity here, psi be the quantity undergo periodic changes. Then at any instant of time this psi at point suppose x y z, we can write psi is equal to psi naught sin omega t. अब ये sin ओमेगा का जगह आ जाएगा 2 pi mu, तो psi is equal to psi naught sin 2 pi mu t, where this mu is the frequency of the particle and this psi naught is the amplitude of the wave at the point x, y, z. We have chosen the point x, y and z. So psi naught with the amplitude. So if the particle is moving with the velocity v along x direction, so this psi here, this psi can be written as psi is equal to psi naught sin 2 pi mu. In place of t we have write t dash plus vx dash divided by c square divided by root under 1 minus v square by c square. अब हम लोग लॉरेंस ट्रांसफॉर्मेशन इक्वेशन के आधार पर हम लोग जानते हैं क्या, ये t इज इक्वल टू ये पार्ट t dash plus vx dash divided by c square divided by root under 1 minus v square by c square. This is equation 3. So the equation of wave motion means here equation 2 can be written as psi is equal to psi naught sin 2 pi by in place of mu we have write t dash 2 pi divided by t dash, here t dash plus x dash divided by in place of this we have write u dash. So here psi dash this means equation 4. Psi dash is the amplitude of the particle, t dash with the periodic time, and here x dash with the phase velocity of the wave in x-axis. So in equation 2 and 4, left side psi is given here. So psi So equating equation 2 and 4, we have get u dash is equal to c square by v, and 1 by t dash is equal to mu dash, mu equal to 1 by t. So 1 by t dash equal to mu dash. So mu dash can be written as mu divided by root under 1 minus c square by v square. So according to we know that E is equal to means energy mass relation, E equal to m naught c square h mu equal to h mu. So here mu is equal to this m naught c square divided by here this h. Now equation 6. On putting the value of equation 6 means mu, the value of mu from equation 6 to in equation 5 means here. So mu dash is equal to in place of this mu I have written m naught c square divided by h, this part, divided by root under 1 minus v square by c square. Again we know that if the electron is at rest condition, then mass is equal to m naught divided by root under 1 minus v square by c square. So here in place of this m naught divided by this root under 1 minus v square by c square, we have write m. So rest part is here m c square divided by h. So the wavelength of the particle can be written as lambda is equal to u dash divided by mu dash. So lambda is equal to, in place of u dash, the value is given here u dash, this part, c square by v. So this value can be written here divided by mu dash. Mu dash means mc square divided by h. So lambda is equal to c square divided by v into h divided by mc square. Just a minute, wait. So c square will cancel. So lambda is equal to h divided by m into h divided by this h m into v. So this is the matter waves. Dual nature of light. Dual nature of light, there is a word arising, photons or quanta. So in that case, we know that the phenomena of photoelectric effect, Compton effect, emission and absorption of radiation can be explained on the basis of quantum theory of light, in which light is propagated in small packets or bundles of energy, h mu. These packets are called photons or quanta. After knowing these things, we have discussed about matter waves, and the resultant of the matter wave means wavelength of the material particle is equal to this h by m into v. Now another expression for de Broglie wavelength, another expression, ये ऑब्जेक्टिव में सब पूछा जाएगा फॉर्मूला सब. We know that according to de Broglie wavelength, if a particle has mass m and velocity is v, then lambda wavelength of the particle is equal to h by p, means lambda is equal to h by m into v. Suppose if kinetic energy of the material be Ek, kinetic energy of the material particle is suppose Ek. Priyanka Kumari, unmute yourself. Priyanka. Here we know that the material particle is moving with the velocity v, and the mass of the particle is m. In that case, if the particle is moving with the velocity v, it means it has kinetic energy. So here kinetic energy can be denoted by Ek. K is in the suffix space. So non-relativistic case, we have write means velocity is very less than velocity of light. Velocity of the particle is very much less than the velocity of light. In that case, we have write P is equal to रूट अंडर 2m ek. जस्ट ए मिनट, अपग्रेड कर रहे हैं, इसी क्लास इसी लिंक में ज्वाइन करोगे फिर से. नॉन रिलेटिविस्टिक केस p is equal to root under 2m ek, equation 3. So this equation, just a minute रुको. The value of equation 3 can be put in this equation 1. The value of 3 means the value of p from equation 3 to equation 1. So here in place of lambda we have like lambda is equal to h divided by p. Here in place of this p we can write this root under 2m ek. So here I have written here. So this is equation 4. Again we know that if a charge particle, suppose a charge particle have charge q and it is accelerated through a potential difference v. If a charge particle have charge q and it is accelerated with a velocity through a potential difference v, then kinetic energy is equal to, we know that kinetic energy is equal to q into v. This part. Kinetic energy is equal to q into v. So this value of kinetic energy from this equation 5 to equation 4 means here in place of this lambda, sorry, ek means here kinetic energy here. जब हम लोग इसका वैल्यू को काइनेटिक एनर्जी का इस पर पुट करेंगे इस जगह पर, तो लैम्डा इज इक्वल टू क्या होगा, लैम्डा इज इक्वल टू h डिवाइडेड बाई 2m रूट अंडर 2m q इंटू v. दिस पार्ट यहां पर अगर हम पुट कर रहे हैं, कर्सर को ध्यान दो, यहां पर लैम्डा इज इक्वल टू h डिवाइडेड बाई रूट अंडर 2m qv, ये qv ek का वैल्यू. So if a material particle like neutron is in thermal equilibrium at a temperature T, they possess Maxwellian distribution of velocity and kinetic energy of material can be given. फिर से बोल रहे हैं, if a particle material particle like neutron is in thermal equilibrium at a temperature T, here q is given here. If a charge particle is moving with a velocity with a charge particle q is accelerated through a potential difference, then equation 5 will come. And again when a material particle like neutron is in thermal equilibrium at a temperature T, then it possesses a Maxwellian distribution of velocity and kinetic energy is, we know that kinetic energy ek is equal to, हम लोग बोल सकते हैं kt. K is the Boltzmann constant and T is the absolute temperature. Here I have written here, and the value of the K is equal to 1.38. इसको याद रखना है, 1.38 into 10 to the power minus 23 joule per Kelvin. So this equation 4 here, this equation 4 can be written as lambda is equal to h divided by root under 2m ek. Ek means here in place of this ek we have write kt, this kt. So equation 7. So de Broglie wavelength indicates that a material particle in motion have various velocity. One velocity means mechanical motion of the particle, and another is propagation of the wave. So material of the particle can be denoted by U, and waves, propagation of associated wave is denoted by V. Relation between them is, we know that U is equal to VU square divided by V. Now this is equation 8. Again I will repeat these things. ये इंटरनल में आएगा. डी ब्रॉगली वेवलेंथ के आधार पर हम लोग जानते हैं डी ब्रॉगली वेवलेंथ एसोसिएटेड विथ ए मटेरियल पार्टिकल m with which are velocity v, then lambda is equal to h by m into v. If a particle is moving with a velocity v, it means it has kinetic energy. So Ek be the kinetic energy of the material particle, and in the non-relativistic case means if the velocity is very much less than the velocity of light, so p momentum can be written as root under 2m Ek. So this value of equation 3 can be put in this in equation 1. So lambda is equal to h by p, means lambda is equal to h by root under this 2m Ek. Again we know that if a charged particle have charge q and it is accelerated through a potential difference v, then it can be written as kinetic energy is equal to q into v. So this value, the value of equation 5 can be put in this equation 4. So lambda is equal to h divided by root under 2m Ek. In place of this Ek we have write q into v. So if a material particle like neutron is in thermal equilibrium at a temperature T, then it possesses distribution of velocity and kinetic energy. Ek is equal to, we have write kT. Here k is the Boltzmann constant, which will be equal to 1.38 into 10 to the power minus 23 joule per Kelvin, and T be the absolute temperature. So this value means Ek equal to kT will be put in this equation 4, means lambda is equal to h divided by root under 2m Ek. Here Ek means k into T, this value. So equation 7 can be arrived. According to equation 7 means according to these things, we can say, or de Broglie indicates that material has two different velocities. One is mechanical motion of the particle, that is v, and another is propagation of the wave represented by u. So u equal to c square by v. This is the other expression for de Broglie wavelength. These are the formulas. You remember all these things. You collect today. You collect your notes. These notes from LMS portal, and after that you have to learn all these things. We are asking some questions related to this concepts of quantum theory. इसको याद करना होगा. इससे क्वेश्चन हम लोग पूछेंगे क्वांटम थ्योरी में. Next is Davisson-Garmer's electron diffraction experiment. Davisson-Garmer experiment, electron diffraction experiment. ये Davisson-Garmer electron diffraction experiment is described by Davisson and Garmer electron diffraction experiment. First, it is described by Davisson-Garmer, and after that, another scientist, G.P. Thomson, G.P. Thomson, also described as the electron diffraction experiment in terms of electron diffraction experiment. So, in 1927, Davisson and Garmer calculate the de Broglie wavelength for slow electrons. slow electrons accelerated by a potential difference. Range is given here 3 to